About 2/3 of fourth graders in the U.S. don't read at a proficient level. That is according to the National Center for Education Statistics. It's a hard cycle to get out of. Struggling with reading early on often follows these young people, impacting all of their education. That's why our parent company started the If You Give a Child a Book campaign. It's an opportunity for us and for you to support literacy in our community. We've got Dawn, she's a branch librarian with the Kent District Library, here to explain how important it is to expose our kids to books early and often. Dawn, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about early childhood literacy. What our the parents should be doing and why it's so important to get these books in hands of kids early.
Sure, yeah. So we define early literacy as all of the foundational skills that a young child needs to learn how to interpret language, how to interact with a book, and how to talk, just like we're doing right now. Sure. Which is a very complex skill, right? It requires interpreting language and hearing it and then responding appropriately. So it's really important that early on kids get exposed to learning how books work, that they have books in their homes, that they see caregivers and other adults engaging and enjoying stories so that they can see themselves as readers and learners in the world.
Wonderful. I mean, is it ever too early to start reading to kids?
It is never too early. I like to tell a lot of my parents who come to my baby time classes that you actually don't have to read every word in a board book. Like, just flipping the pages together is enough exposure to books. It's amazing how much babies will pick up, and then they'll start to pick up books on their own and flip through them and have really positive experiences that will help them later on.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. I mean, really, it's just, making that positive experience. And then they're like, yeah, this is great. I want this.
Yep,
okay.
yep. And if they see a caregiver enjoying it, they hopefully love the people that they're with. So they're going to love what they see you doing. And that's really what you want to model.
What other things can parents do to really get their kids engaged? Maybe they weren't doing it when they were really little and their kid doesn't want to do books when they're older. How do they
Sure.
get over that?
Yeah, so it's never too late to make reading a daily habit. So if you feel like, oh, I missed out, you didn't. Like, just start with maybe one book a day, or maybe a short story at bedtime, or maybe just a picture book, like I brought a few here. Yeah. We have a picture book core collection with great reads that you can just pick up and just look at the pictures together, talk about it, make up stories together through play. One of the opportunities we have at the library is our Wonder Nook play spaces. So come on in and have conversations with other kids, which not only develops speaking and listening skills, but also encourages active participation and cooperation with others, which is part of early learning.
Absolutely, yeah. So let's compound it more on the library, because obviously getting books into homes is the key to this initiative. But the library is such an amazing resource, and there's great things that parents can learn at the library too on how to help their kids with this.
Sure, yeah. So if you come into the library and you don't know where to start with early literacy, we'd love to have a conversation with you. All of our branches are staffed with youth services librarians that will point you to good book recommendations for the ages that you're looking for. They will help you find level books if you're struggling with that with kids who are in kindergarten and up. We will demystify that process for you. Okay. We will also help you find great books as well, because we know that modeling reading is just as important as having your child read and learn on their own. So I advocate for kind of a 3-tier approach: books in the home, books at school, and books at the library. So there's 3 spaces where we want you to be saturated with literacy and learning.
I love it. And you guys have so many wonderful free programs that are getting kids engaging with other children and having them be read to and different things like that. Where can parents find more information?
Yes, for sure. So we do have a website, KDL.org, which is right on the bottom of the screen there, but we really encourage in-person interaction. Okay. So we would love to see you come into any one of our branches or locations, and we will have personalized recommendations for you. We will talk to you about our 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten program, where you just get rewarded with some really fun animal stickers with your child if you interact with 100 books. Okay. We like to say that that's not too hard, because if you read a book a night with a child, you'll be amazed at how soon that adds up over time.
Sure. Absolutely. Well, Dawn, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate everything the library does for our families, for our community, KDL.org. But as she said, go to the library, check it out, learn more about all of these resources that are at the tips of our fingertips right there. And also, if you want to help build those home libraries, every $12 donated buys 2 books for students. These are students in the Grand Rapids Public School District. They're books that they can choose during the spring and the Scholastic Book Fair. Such an easy way to invest in our kids and their future, and it's incredibly easy to donate. There's that QR code on your screen. You can scan that, or you can text to give. Just text WXMI to 50155, and that'll take you through and show you what you need to do. Big shout out to Triangle for sponsoring this initiative.